So I just have to say that from the vantage point of tracking astrology and what has been happening to our president in recent weeks, I'm very encouraged. Obviously, from the vantage point of pushing him back. And this is because I looked at that Jupiter cycle in the spring, switches to Cancer, not positive, and it's doing exactly what I thought it would do, namely cause him major problems. It includes what he did in the attack on Iran because he wanted to cash in. He wanted to be part of the victory. And so he took the bait that Netanyahu offered, not verbally, he did it through his action and drew him in. And this is something that we're going to see the payback for almost likely when Saturn goes through there. Of course, that doesn't happen until next year. But this other thing now that is happening with the Epstein files and the fact that it's boxing him in is that Jupiter as well, because all of this stuff, in quotes, all of this sordid sex trafficking, hidden enemies, people that were backing you, stop backing you, all of that is covered by the Jupiter circulating through a house like that. And it also pretty much guarantees that he'll make the wrong move to try to correct the problem. But this is what happens when there's a T-square in the chart of anybody, that's his, the Eris, Mercury, Neptune, and Jupiter's going through it in July, basically. And we can add the Saturn station to that, because that's where we are right now. We're at the height of the Saturn station. And it's boxing him in. And yet, it isn't even close to the trouble it's going to cause him when it goes deeper into the sign, but that doesn't happen until next year, starting in February. However, in between now, not quite now, September and February, where Saturn will be in the Pisces degrees at the very end, they're not good either, because you'll recall that back in the Liberation Day tariffs, he also boxed himself in. He still hasn't gotten out of that box, as I'm sure you know. He can't make a deal to save his life. And then what he does is he throws around 30%, 40%, 15%, all of which inevitably is going to cause economic problems, which also bring him into next year in very poor shape. So bottom line to all this is I am very, very encouraged by the way the astrology is reflecting the situation. I'm not saying that it'll be a total cascade of good news in this sense from the vantage point of pushing him back, but I'm going to say in large measure yes, and I think it's a really good thing.